Hello procrastinators and welcome to the Nerd³ Awards 2023. Today, it's the dark day. It's the day where we award the Bobby Kotick Award for the worst game of the year. That, of course, I played, because there were some absolute pieces of shit that I didn't play, like that Lord of the Rings Gollum game. Didn't play that. There's that weird King Kong game. I didn't play that. Redfall. I didn't play that. I kind of avoided bad games this year. I didn't kind of delve in and go, oh, let's put in a bad game. It just wasn't the year for it for me. I didn't kind of go in for that. So this award is going to the worst game that I played. So some people might disagree, and others won't, because the worst game I played this year was Starfield. Yeah, Starfield. I mean, Fallout 4 is my most played game on Steam, which is my most played platform, so ergo is possibly my most played game. I love Fallout 4. I've played it on every difficulty, including like the survival. I've played it vanilla. I've played it modded to absolute fucking shit. I adore Fallout 4. Its sense of scale, its sense of world building, the fact that you actually build up and make the world a nicer place is such a wonderful mechanic. It makes me happy in my heart, and I've spent many hours on... But as soon as I realised I could play it on my fucking Steam Deck, that was it. I was just going to add another fucking few playthroughs to it. I love Fallout 4. And coming off of Fallout 4, I mean, there was Fallout 76, but, you know, £100 to play single player, fuck you. £100 a year specifically to play single player, again, fuck you. Didn't really play that. Yeah, Starfield, I was like, it's got to be good, right? It's got that Bethesda... At the very least, it'll have the Bethesda magic. Well, Bethesda's officially out of mana, because Starfield was bollocks. I've played it twice. I will say I did play it twice. I did a streaming series on it, which you can watch, where I was like... I start off going, yeah, look at all the potential. Oh, look at all these systems. Oh, it's going to be fucking great. And it ends with me going, I'm done. I'm so done. I hate everything about this. And then I thought, maybe it's just a game I can't stream. Maybe it's slower paced. Maybe it's a bit more boring. Maybe I'll just give it some time on my own. And I tried to play through it again by myself. And after about the same amount of time, I just went, no, this isn't good. There's some good stuff in it, but it's gonna need like a Cyberpunk level 3-year rewrite to be a good game. Because there's some stuff that's just fucking inexplicable. Like, I remember the moment in my second playthrough. I was on the planet Mercury. It's quite close to us, you know. I was just visiting the homestead, you know, just seeing what you can see. I wanted to see how close the sun was from Mercury. It's not that. It's not like, fuck. I thought it was going to be like in my face, but it's, you know, just a bit bigger. And I was standing there in my spacesuit, and the fucking Mercury's quite close to the sun. Not really got an atmosphere to speak of. It's a bit warm, right? The scientific community would describe it as being a bit warm, right? You know, in the same way that, you know, boiling water is a bit warm. Well, this is several stages more than that. It doesn't fucking matter. It's warm. I'm standing there on this warm planet, and I'm like, fuck, this is hot. Glad I got my spacesuit on. And over comes my companion. I don't remember her name. One of the interchangeable companions from this game, because they've all got the exact same fucking moral system for some reason. So there's no... Who gives a fuck? I can't tell them apart. I tell people apart by moral systems. She comes wandering over. She's not wearing a spacesuit, and she complains that it's cold. She just has a bark line of dialogue. It's like, oh, I'm cold. You're on the surface of Mercury, for fuck's sake. You're not wearing a spacesuit. It's fucking hell. And I just kind of looked at it and I was like, nah, I'm done. I just hit LTF4, I was out. I was like, hey, you know what, I'm just done. This game needs more time in the oven. It needs a complete redo. It's got such weird fucking systems, Starfield. Like, you're in a spacesuit, right? You got a spacesuit on, and the spacesuit is regulating your temperature. It's doing all of that sort of shit. But in a spacesuit, you can get frostbite on a planet that's snowy. But not on a planet with no atmosphere that's minus 273 degrees centigrade. Why? Why is it if I go over a toxic fucking spore thing, Suddenly I'm breathing that in when I've got a spacesuit on. And it's like, oh, you're being attacked by fucking argon normally. It's enough fucking gas, you fools. It's just, and the oxygen system is just your stamina bar. Like, I don't have to worry about oxygen. This is the game where you want to worry about oxygen. You're fucking in space. You want to limit oxygen. Fucking, like, maybe there's a survival mode on the horizon that actually understands how basic physics works. But fucking hell, it's not going to fix the fast travel system, which is just shit on toast. Everything you want to do, fast travel. Want to get to your ship, fast travel. Want to go to another planet, fast travel. There's no... It's just... It feels like you just seamlessly... No. Seam heavy is just seam. There's nothing... It's just seam as you just jump from place to place to place to place to place. You know what would make this game make so much more sense? Teleporters. Why didn't they fucking add teleporters? If you're going to be fast traveling everywhere, add a teleporter. Instead of doing a loading screen, have a shimmery Star Trek effect. You know, just have a in one place and then out, and then, oh look, I'm in the new place. Just do that. Just stop making me fucking... Oh. It's a fucking mess. The story was absolutely fucking... I just gave up on the story. The story's really like, oh shit, I bet you're going to want to explore this. And I'm like, I really have no interest in the things you're talking about. I kind of want to just, you know, get on. And the game's like, no, come have a look at us, please, come on. I'll be your friend. Have a look at the story. And everyone's so fucking nice. Everyone's so fucking nice. There was like some interstellar fucking war between two major factions, like a decade or two ago. The museum fucking told me. And in the fucking... None of that in the world. Everyone's like, yeah, we forgave him. It's like, yeah, we gave him and stuff. It's just... None of it seems to... It feels like 100 people designed 100 pieces without knowing what the other 100 people were doing, and they just glued it all together. It feels just thrown together. That's what it feels like. It's the fucking result of two particles and a hadron collider. You know, hadron collider. Large hadron collider. No, fuck it. Physics isn't important. We don't need the real words. I'm talking about Starfield. And there's so much of it that's just... It's there for a reason. Like, there's bounty hunter missions, and there's a brig, but you can't get people you're hunting the bounties for and put them in the brig. You have to kill them. Why is there a brig? The brig does nothing. There's just so many things like that are just not in the game, and just kind of... It just all feels like a big set. The whole thing feels like a set. And you land on a planet, and you can't go... You know, you can walk off in a distance, but after a while it goes, you've walked too far. We need to break this down a bit. But of course you can't explore anything, because in Skyrim and Fallout, the joy is kind of going, oh shit, what's that? You know, nuzzling your way down a little staircase and finding a fucking ruin or a comic book fucking shop or something. You know, you don't get that in this, because you land on a planet and you do the scan, and it tells you where everything is and what it kind of is. And it's always going to be something where you land. You can't just land and not find anything. It's so determined to give you something to do that it's actually taken away exploration. And of course... You can go to the fucking farthest reaches and you'll land somewhere and there's 45 fucking abandoned sites. So you're not just like... It doesn't feel like you're pioneer exploring and going bravely into the stars. No, everything's been discovered again. It's the exact same problem I had with No Man's Sky. Everything is discovered and people are always living there, and fuck you. Fuck you. That's it. It feels like a big fucking fuck you. Give it another 3 years and maybe it'll get a Phantom Liberty-esque DLC in a 2.0 that corrects all these problems. Maybe, but they do have to change a big, substantial portion of this game to make it a game that I would describe as good. I mean, you remember when IGN's 7 out of 10 review came out? And everyone went, oh, a 7 out of 10? And now I look back at that review and I go, well, that was fucking generous, wasn't it? Anyway. Enough negativity. Maybe in a few years we'll be celebrating Starfield as a wonderful game that pulled it around. Or maybe modders will have to help, because, oh my god, I was modding that from the fucking second stream, trying to get rid of that awful grayscale colour palette they put over everything. But fuck, that doesn't matter. And that inventory was fucking shit. It doesn't matter. Tomorrow it's time for the second best game of the year award. Which is... That one you'll probably get right. You'll probably guess what that was going to be, yeah.